Hey guys, it's Robyn, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome to my What I've Been Warming Wednesday video. So this is the video every week where I go through all the things that I've warmed throughout my house this last week. So I thought I'd do things a little bit differently this time. Instead of just pulling randomly from my pile, I've got them organized into stacks of what room I warmed each item in. So I thought first we'd go through my open layout and then through like my bedroom, home office, daughter's room, bathrooms, etc. So we'll start with the open concept area. So in there I have two warmers, and the first thing I did was Spiced Amber Glow. This is one of our new releases for the fall and winter catalog, and the notes on this one are smoked apple, toasted vanilla, and cinnamon embers. And on warm, this one is nice. This one's really nice on cold especially. It's very much like a deeper winter scent for me, so I did choose a cooler day to warm it because it does feel like a cooler scent. I do think it's more suited to winter though. On warm, it was very strong out the gate. I would say like an 8 out of 10. And for me, it was mostly like red hot cinnamon. So it smells quite complex on cold. Initially on warm, I got like a very like Candy Hearts red hot cinnamon note from it. And that was quite strong. And that did die off. And this one lasted about 48 hours in the warmers. And it did noticeably decrease over time. The next morning, it was kind of like you could definitely get that apple note, and it was like a warm, appley, spicy, comforting type scent. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I think I would really like, it's got a bit of a dryness to it, so I noticed when in the warmer, it kind of like hits you in the back of the throat a little bit with that dry cinnamon. So I really want to try this with either salted caramel toffee, or maybe sugar cookie, or vanilla bean buttercream, just something to cream it out a little bit. I think this one's really nice. It is really beautiful. I just think I want to mix it personally, and I'm really excited to play with this one. So I am going to get another bar, and I've got half a bar left. So that was Spiced Amber Glow. Next, I did a mix I've done before and I really like. I did almond croissant with blueberry cheesecake, and I think I did more almond croissant this time. Usually I do 2 cheesecake to 1 croissant, but I think I did an even mix this time, or more almond croissant because I used up the bar. I've only got 1 cube left of blueberry cheesecake. So almond croissant is almond croissant. It's fresh baked croissant, cinnamon sugar, and almond, and that's exactly what it is. There is that cinnamon sugar note, and it's quite strong. Really, really good. Highly recommend on its own or as a mixer. It's amazing. And blueberry cheesecake. It's like a tart, sweet scent. The blueberry is kind of like a blueberry muffin type blueberry note, but it's mixed with that tartness of the cheesecake. And the tartness of the cheesecake is what I don't love about blueberry cheesecake so much. It's fine, but I do prefer it mixed with a bakery scent like this, and it's amazing together. It smells like a blueberry muffin. So blueberry cheesecake is, again, it's a bestseller. It is New York cheesecake, graham cracker crust, and blueberries. And I don't get graham cracker crust from it. I get blueberry cheesecake. So it's a good one. Really nice for that mix. I did buy another bar of blueberry cheesecake just specifically for that mix. So that's how much I enjoy that. In the open concept, this lasted, I would say, a good solid 24 hours, maybe 36. So yeah, it was good. I keep those warmers on 24 hours a day. So if you're the kind of person that only leaves your warmers on for like 8 or 10 hours a day, you'll get a lot of mileage out of that as well. Next, I finished my bar of Graduation, and this one is from the Moment by Moment collection, and I'll put the notes below. There is like a leathery note here. There's apple. I want to say sandalwood, maybe some vanilla. It's a very warm, earthy, rich type scent. Nice for cool weather, nice for that transition to fall. The first time I warmed this, I found it stronger than I did this last time. This time I found the scent throw to be light in my open air area, and the last time I found it to be like at least medium. So this time it was light, and it was like a 1-dayer. So I got 24 hours out of it, and then I changed my wax. Could have changed it before 24 hours. Like if I wanted more scent, I could have changed it later that original night, but I did it for 24 hours because we were asleep for the last 8 hours anyways. But yeah, I do have this in my club. I like it a lot. I did reduce my club amount from 2 bars to 1 bar though, just because it was such a light throw. And I do think this feels very August, September, so I don't know how much I would reach for this throughout the year, but this one is a special scent. Like, there's something unique about this. Scentsy doesn't come out with a lot of scents like this, so I do have it in my club because it's a good one. Graduation. Then we had a day where it was like 7 or 8 degrees outside. It was very fallish, and I wanted something really fallish in my warmer, so I pulled out Autumn Hearth. And this one, I will find the notes here for you. I think it's under spice. It is. It's apple, cinnamon, and tonka. And it's like a cooked apple, definitely cinnamon. I don't smell vanilla so much, but there is a sweetness to the scent. And to me, I get like a tea note. It smells like black tea with like cooked apple. Yeah, it's really nice. Spicy cooked apple and like a hot cup of black tea is what I get from Autumn Hearth. And it was perfect for that day. And it was a strong one. It lasted a good 24 hours. It putted right along, lasted well, threw well. I liked it. And as it wore off, you did get more of the appleness of the spice, but all phases of this were nice and all of them were strong enough. I really enjoyed this. It was a good one. And then yesterday I got my Glamorous You collection in. So last night I popped Keep It Sassy into my warmers out there. So I've got that in my open layout right now still. So that yesterday evening when I put it in became very strong very quickly. So I'll put the notes below, but this one to me on warm. Yeah, okay, so I had, on warm, I got like a melon note from it, maybe honeydew or something. Melon with like a very cloyingly sweet perfume note. It was like fruity floral, but like cloyingly sweet. To the point where like, it was kind of hit me right between the eyes, and I actually like left the living area and like went to the bedroom because it was too strong and it was just a lot, if you know what I mean. So it is strong, but it's strong in like a smack you in the face, doused yourself in like body spray kind of way. So for me, it's not a bad smell, but it's just cloying, and it was a lot. So I think I would probably use less next time, maybe just put it in one warmer, or mix it with just like sugared strawberry or lemon sorbet, or even squeeze the day. Just something fruity to kind of balance it a little bit and take it less from perfumey into more just fruity. But that's just me. It isn't a bad one. It does perform well. It's strong, and it's still strong. I guess we're on 18 hours in now, and it's still going strong, so keep it sassy. And then the last mix I did, I took a bar of the new September of the month Scary Good, and this one is pumpkin puree, cinnamon, butterscotch, and vanilla. And then I mixed it with a cube of coffee tree to make that pumpkin spice latte that I wanted to have in my warmers. So this one's so good. Yes, and I do get like, it smells like pumpkin pie filling to me and pumpkin pie spice. And I do kind of get pumpkin spice latte without the coffee part, but I also see where people are saying it reminds them of trick-or-treating and just opening that bag of candy and like the leaves outside. I get it. It's so yummy. It's a good scent, good performer. I love this one. Glad I have so many bars because I'm already through one of them just about. So I did this in my open layout as well as my office at home. So I did 2 cubes of Scary Good in each open layout warmer. And then in one of the warmers, I put 1 cube of coffee tree. Coffee tree is extremely strong and it will overpower pretty much everything. So I did like, in total, it ended up being 4 cubes of Scary Good to 1 cube of coffee tree, split between the warmers. So it ended up being delicious. It lasted 24 hours. My house smelled like Starbucks. Highly recommend. If you don't have coffee tree, it's a bring back my bar scent. The Mocha Doodle from the spring and summer catalog would work really nicely as well. And that is my plan to try next. So again, don't do even parts or it'll be just coffee tree all the time. Put like 2 to 3 Scary Good to 1 coffee scent. So that was good, highly recommend. Did that in my office at home as well, and that's still going. It's on day 3 in there. it's a smaller room, so it's lasting forever in there. So highly recommend that mix. Scary Good's amazing. If you haven't tried it yet, September 1st it's available. It's so good. Highly recommend. Next, in my home office, the only other thing I did in there this week was vanilla bourbon. So yeah, between these two, vanilla bourbon and this combination, that took me through the week in my office. So at home, just 2 cents got me through the full week. Vanilla bourbon is from last season's catalog, and I don't have that on hand right now, so I'll put the notes below. To me, this is just kind of a fairly generic, slightly rich vanilla mapley type scent. I don't know that I get bourbon, and on warm I definitely didn't get bourbon. On warm it smelled like more vanilla maple candy. It was nice. I actually preferred it on warm to on cold, so it did pleasantly surprise me. It was nicer than I expected, and it did nicely in my office. It lasted about 3.5 days, and that's going 24 hours a day. But overall, this isn't in my club. I couldn't repurchase it if I wanted to because it's not available. But I probably wouldn't. I'm good with what I got here. It's nice. It's not like a need to have it forever kind of thing. I'm enjoying it. I'll get through it. And I think I'm good then. But vanilla bourbon did perform nicely. I would say it's like a medium throw and very mapley. It was nice that way. Good for the current weather, good for that fall transition without being super in your face pumpkin spice. Then in my bedrooms, or in my bedroom, we did My Wish, which is Bring Back My Bar, and it's one of my absolute favorites. It is violet, marshmallow, and fig. And it's so sweet and so pretty. It's just lovely. And it's hard to explain. You definitely get marshmallow, you definitely get like violet. And I don't know that I smell fig, but there is like a sweetness and kind of a groundedness to it that I really, really enjoy. So My Wish, love that one. And that one did, usually it does 3 days. I think it only did 2 or 3. I think I warmed it twice, 2 days each time. And that's what we did with My Wish. So there's that one. And then Luna. That's going right now. It's very light. I've got 2 cubes in my bedroom at home. Very light. I would say definitely light intensity, maybe a 3 or 4. But it is on day 3 now. This is the 3rd day. And it's noticeable when you walk in the room, so no complaints here. So Luna is in the floral category, and it's jasmine, sweet pea, and freesia with juicy berries and sandalwood. And I tell you, I would swear there's apple in here. There's like a sweet fruitiness that, I guess it could be berries, but I read it as apple, like fresh, crisp apple. With those nice, fresh florals. If you're afraid of florals, I wouldn't be afraid of Luna. It's not powdery, it's not heady in any way, it's just very pretty and clean. I love this one. And yes, perfect for the bedroom, perfect for sleep time. I love Luna. This would be great for like any space. I wouldn't necessarily do it in an open layout because I don't know that it would be strong enough. But for bedrooms or offices, lovely. Then in my daughter's room, we did My Wish, or not My Wish. I did My Wish, and I love My Wish. This is 3 wishes, so we did lots of wishes this week. So this is the Aladdin collection, and I'll put the notes below. I get like blue raspberry cotton candy sugar. It's very similar to Berry Bright, as I said. I did this in my open layout last week. It did well there. I did it in her room. It really did well in there. So for a bedroom, this one was like blown out of her room and like coming down the hall. Like it was strong. Lasted not as long as I thought it would. It did really well in my open layout, and I think it lasted a couple days there. In her room, it also lasted a couple days, but it didn't last longer than that. So it did kind of fizzle out at the end. But no complaints, love it. It's in my club. Highly recommend 3 wishes. Next, I did Summer Soleil in her room. And this one is on day 3, and I changed it this morning. So Summer Soleil is like, I think it's coconut milk, pineapple, and vanilla. And it is a nice summery, kind of smells like body care or conditioner. Like it always reminds me of like Biolage conditioner from like the 90s or 2000s. It's really pretty. In my bedroom, this one is light medium, but it lasts a really long time, like 2 or 3 days. In her room, it was really light, could barely smell it at all, even though her room is smaller, which was interesting. And again, I could hardly smell it at all, and it was like a day, like a 1-dayer. So yeah, Summer Soleil, it's really strange how it performs so differently in different spaces. You would think in a smaller room with less airflow and no open windows it would last longer than it would in my bigger room with a fan on and all that stuff, but for whatever reason it didn't last as long and it was much lighter in throw. It is a pretty scent. I'll probably just continue to warm it in my bedroom where it does a little bit better. So Summer Soleil, I do have that in my club. Probably won't keep it there forever, but I do want another bar or two. So there's that one. In our guest bathroom, and the one my daughter uses, we'd have Stargazing in a mini warmer. And this one's been in there all week. It's doing well in there. And this one is the July scent of the month. And it's kind of like a clean laundry. I almost get like freesia or some kind of floral note. I think it's like white florals is what they say. Vanilla clouds and like a fresh air type scent. It's really nice, kind of smells like fuzzy blanket. It's got a little bit of similarity to Jammy Time, but it's a lot sweeter, I think, and a little bit creamier than Jammy Time. I really like it. Have a few bars of this one, and it is in my club for the time being. And yeah, I've warmed this in a few different places and it does really well. And again, it's been in my bathroom, 2 cubes of it in a mini warmer all week, and I can still smell it. I'll probably change it today or tomorrow, but it's been great. And then in my office at work, I continued with that same 1 cube of cashmere and corduroy for a few more days. So cashmere and corduroy is Sicilian bergamot, cashmere sandalwood, and vanilla. And that one lasted over a week, that 1 cube in my office here, because I didn't want it very strong. But then I was thinking, since I don't want a strong scent at work, Honeymoon Hideaway is one that I absolutely love, but it isn't very strong. So in my house, this one frustrates me because I love it so much, but I can hardly smell it in there. So I thought for my office, less airflow in this area, kind of at the end of the building. I want something light that won't bother coworkers or clients or anyone else. So I put Honeymoon Hideaway in here and it was perfect. Loved it. Could only smell it in my office. Didn't go outside of my office. Perfect. And this one is like palm frond, I think coconut milk. It's got a few things in it. I almost get, again, apple. There's a crispness, a sweetness, and a little bit of greenery. It's just beautiful. It's a really beautiful scent. And I'm glad I can smell it in here, so I'm enjoying that one. And the only other thing I've done in my office here at work is the Scary Good room spray. So I have been spritzing this here and there, and it's just as good in the room spray. So if you like Scary Good, the room spray is excellent as well. Highly recommend. And that is all I have used this week. So thank you for tuning in, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.